Good morning all. Today we'll discuss about abstraction. Let me write date 3 dot. Just a minute. Sorry, जो fan आप है वो? Yeah. Okay guys, let's start class. We'll talk about today abstraction. Right. Today 3 right. Okay. So let me go to the PPT first. We have been discussing object-oriented program system, right? In that we have covered what is class, what is object, what is inheritance, right? After that, what is encapsulation. Right. So we have been discussing object-oriented program system, right? Class covered, object covered, and the subtopics also covered, inheritance and types also covered, encapsulation covered. So let me before I speak about, let me speak about abstraction. Then after you can understand the interface. Okay, let me speak about today abstraction. Our class is abstraction class only. Go to abstraction. Okay. So abstraction. Abstraction means hiding an operation implementation details from the end user and providing only necessary details to access the object. Nothing but class. Operation is called abstraction. Clear? So what is meant by abstraction means it is the hiding the operation implementation details from the end user and providing the whatever the necessity details to access the object. Object it is here considered as a class. So these terms might be little difficult while understanding this one. At the time of code explanation you can understand this one. So in the real time examples we have. Suppose keyboard. Suppose example, take a keyboard. Keyboard operations are the abstracted. Means when we type any key, we don't know. See here, I entered some keys, right? Then that means whenever you type a key, we don't know, we not know how the characters are transformed and displayed on the notepad file. This is called simply abstraction in the real world. They implemented, they hiding the details, how it is taking from the keyboard and how it is the displaying on the notepad. That is simple abstraction. And one more thing also, one more example is ATM. So one more example is ATM. ATM machine withdraw operation details are abstracted. Clear? Suppose a customer will go and he will do operation like he will take withdraw and he will go. But it means we do not know the how card is reading the pin, reading and pin is valid and cash is, you know, continuing and pushing out of the ATM machine. This is called also abstraction. And washing machine. Washing machine also, if you press any key, then what will happen inside, that is also in the real time called as a abstraction. So they will hide the operation implementation details from the end user. End user nothing but you can take anyone who are using that the operation application will call as a end user. Suppose let me go to the some any website. Let me go to the Amazon. See now, this is one site. Who is end user here? Me. Clear? So, but I don't know how it will, suppose if I order any table or something, if I order any laptop, how it is working, I don't know. Right? That is simply in the real time also we call abstraction. Abstraction means hiding the operation, nothing but functionality, implemented details, only implement details for the end user. We are providing only implement, only what are the necessary things only we have to provide to the end user. This is one thing. So abstraction will come to the picture. Why it is come to the picture? Abstraction will come to the at the project design. Design phase. At the time of design phase only abstraction will come. But we have the object oriented program system also, like inheritance, encapsulation, polymorphism. These are all will come into the picture project development phase. So abstraction, when we have to use the abstraction, will come to the picture at the time of design phase only. But object oriented principles like inheritance, encapsulation, polymorphism, these are all will come to the project at the time of development phase. This is the two difference between abstraction and ops concept. And one more question, how to develop the abstraction in Java? This is one question. We have the abstraction, but how to develop in the Java? For that purpose, simply using the abstract methods. By using abstract methods, by declaring it either abstract class or one more thing is a interface. Interface topic will talk about future. Okay, so how to develop abstraction in a Java means by using abstraction keyword to the class. Otherwise, and moreover, we have to give the abstraction methods. Suppose, let me give the syntax of the abstraction. So, before going that syntax, let me talk about what is meant by abstraction method. First, I will talk about abstraction method. Then after, abstraction class. So what is meant by abstraction method means a method that has only prototype. Just a minute. Okay. Abstraction method. What is abstraction method? A method that has only prototype. And does not have body is called prototype and does not have body is called abstraction method. Right? This is one thing. Abstraction method contain modifier abstract and it should end with the semicolon. This is one point. And abstract method should contain modifier. What is that modifier? Abstraction is the one modifier. Abstract is the one modifier and should end with the semicolon. So what does this mean? Means suppose how to write one method. Generally void method name is get child, open braces, close braces, and access modifier if you don't give, JVM will give the default access modifier, and let me give public. This is generally method, general method. Otherwise concrete method. This is called general method, otherwise concrete method. Why? It has a full body. How we consider it is a body? It has open braces and closed braces. In this we have to give some logic, business logic. In this only we have to write the business logic. Clear? And this is called concrete body, otherwise general method. Now what is meant by abstract method means a method that has only prototype and does not have body is called abstraction method. What does this mean? Means suppose I will write this only same as this. This is abstraction method. In abstraction method, Only phototype, it does not have the body. What does mean? What does that mean? Means I will remove this body. And abstraction method contains modifier as a abstract. And it end with a semicolon. This is called abstraction method. See the general method. General method, access modifier, return type, and method name, and body especially. But abstraction method doesn't have the body, and we have to append abstract keyword, and we have to end with a semicolon. Clear? It doesn't have the body, abstract method, general method, otherwise concrete method has body. This is the thing. So now we will come to the what is meant by class, abstract class. Abstraction class. What is meant by abstraction class? A class that is declared with the abstract modifier is called simply abstraction class. And a abstraction class is a partially implemented class. It will abstract method for the declaring operator to be implemented. It's a subtypes, and concrete methods also implemented operations common to the next subtypes. What does this mean? Means suppose abstract class, simply a class both a class that is declared with modifier okay. A class that declared with the abstract modifier is simply called abstraction class. What does this mean? Means suppose class, let me write class name as abstraction sample, open braces, close braces. This is normal class. Now if you add abstraction modifier, then it became abstract class. Abstract class contains both abstract methods and concrete methods. Clear? This is a class, abstract class. In this abstract class, both abstract methods available and concrete method, full body implementation also available. Suppose take bus. Bus is one object, and it has the subtype of objects. Objects nothing but assume classes. For your understanding, I am writing class. So bus is a one object, nothing but one class. It has subtype objects. Subtype like red bus, Volvo. And etc. These are all the subclasses, and it has operations also. Like what can I write? Engine, and wheels. Let me write. So this is and etc. This is the operations, nothing but functionality, otherwise methods available in the bus. So among this operation, wheels and engine, okay, these methods can be implemented common to the bus, but we cannot implement engine method common to the buses because every bus will have the different capacity of the engine. So what does this mean? Means, let me go to the coding part. Let me create, okay, here I created one package. In the package, let me create one. Let me create one class. Okay, loading slowly. Let me create one class. Class name is Abstraction. Abstraction sample. We don't give the keywords and hit finish. Now first I have to write abstraction class. In that only abstraction methods I have to write. So class, if I want to make this class as abstraction, I have to give access modifier as abstract. Abstract. Okay, it's loading slowly. After that it became abstract class. Now abstract class contains both implemented and unimplemented class also. Implemented nothing but full body. Unimplemented matlab, I mean unimplemented means abstraction class. Let me write this only. First let me write one abstraction method void what I took here, operations engine. Let me write here engine. This is every vehicle has different engine capacity. So I want to make this one either abstract, otherwise I want to implement that one. That's why this error. It is giving the suggestion that add body, otherwise change to abstraction sample dot engine, otherwise add abstract keyword. It is giving that suggestion. Now I'm talking about abstract, right? So I will write abstract. Okay. See now it became abstract method. How it is became abstract method? It doesn't has the body and added abstract modifier and ended with the semicolon. This is abstract method. And moreover, abstract contains implemented method also. For that purpose, void wheels. Let me write here public access modifier. Let me write here simple system.out.println. Every vehicle has wheels. Something message I wrote. So see now, for your understanding purpose, it is one abstract class. Let me write this one as class 1 and abstract class. This is abstract class. This is abstract class. Clear? In that, what contains in this method, in this class, one abstract method contained and one concrete method available. This is general method, otherwise concrete method. In the class, two methods available. One is abstract, one is general method. Now, I want to write subclass for implementing this one. For implementing this method, for that purpose, I have to create one more subclass. We know what is meant by inheritance, right? New, let me create class now. Let me take red bus. Oh, already exist. Okay, let me write not red bus. What buses are travels available? Something. Let me write Volvo. Volvo. And now what I will do? This is a general class. I don't give abstract. Now let me use keyword as a extends. Extends. This is my parent class. Abstraction sample. Let me put here. Now it is showing the error. Why? Because of we have to invoke that add unimplemented methods, otherwise make Volvo as a abstract. It is giving two suggestions to free from this error. One is add unimplemented methods, where we don't have any methods, but whenever you use the extends keyword, all properties will come to child class. This principle we know. Now this is called unimplemented method also. Unimplemented method. This is fully implemented method. Right? This is implemented method. Why? It has body. It is not implemented method. We have to override unimplemented method in the subclass. We have to give some logic. For that purpose only it is showing the error. Because of that only it is showing the error. Let me override all this concept. I will teach at the time of polymorphism, compile time and runtime. Polymorphism, I will explain that one. For a time being, understand, I am overriding this abstract method in my subclass. So what is that engine? Let me write add an implemented method. See now, I am overrided. What is meant by overrided? I will speak at the time of polymorphism. Just remember this one, overrided. This is coming from abstract. And let me give here what is bus name Volvo. Volvo bus has 456 horsepower. Simple. Oh, I wrote in the parameters. Let me write in the system.out.println. Okay. Let me give here Volvo bus 450, assume 450 horsepower engine. Okay, I implemented this method in the Volvo class, and we can implement moreover system.out.println. Okay. Let me create one method. Let me write this only. Why need to create method? We have the wheels, right? Just to copy this one. Let me write here. We can write this one. Every vehicle has the wheels. Oh, spell mistake. Volvo has. Volvo will run with 6 wheels. Something. Don't focus on this, just focus on the concept. So, first abstraction class, in the abstraction class, both unimplemented and implemented methods available. Unimplemented method we can get easily. Why? Because of extends keyword. And we can modify this also. And we can implement it whatever the required. Suppose here engine Volvo bus has 750 capacity. Now let me create one more class. That is, let me write some super luxury class. Luxury. Let me create hit finish. Let me extends the abstract class again. Create abstraction class. Now again it is showing that we have to override the unimplemented methods. Why? Because of abstraction is a it's a abstraction sample is a abstraction class. Again, add unimplemented methods engine. Let me write here one statement, system.out.println. In this let me write engine super luxury. Let me implement my own logic. Something 430 horsepower. Let me save this one and let me write same method. It will run same 6 wheels. Otherwise, let me update this one. Super luxury. So what I done here in the abstraction class, we have two methods. We should override this method in all classes. This is one point. If you don't override, it will give the compile time error, and we can implemented our wish. Suppose if you creating one class as a Volvo, then you can implement your own logic. If you implement the super logic, super luxury bus detail something, you can write his own logic. Clear? And we have to use the extends keyword. After that, how to invoke, how to print this one. For that purpose, we have the main method. In the main method, let me write main method. In the main method, let me create object for the class. First thing, we have to create the object for the class only. Suppose I want to create object for the abstraction class. What is the abstraction class name is? Abstraction sample. This is the abstraction sample class name. Let me try to create object for the abstraction class with the new keyword, and it will, let me try with the reference variable AB, AB and this one. This is how we have to create the object, we know. But we can't create instance to the abstraction class. Cannot initiate the type of abstraction sample. This is valid. We can't create instance or object for the abstraction class. We have to create instance or object only for the class only. We can't create. Clear? Now we have two classes. See, in the third line, this is class only, not abstract class. So, if I want to access these members, we have to create object for the class. Volvo is my class. Now let me create object for the class with the new keyword Volvo semicolon equal to reference variable simple old. Let me see here. I can happily create object for the class. This is third line. In the third line, this is class only. Extending abstraction class for implementing my own logic for the business. And this is also class. Extending abstraction class for implementing this super luxury information. Clear? This is the thing. Now I created object for the Volvo. So how many members available here? Two methods. One is engine regarding Volvo, one is the wheels. Let me write system.out.println Volvo dot. See now engine. Engine is the method, return type is void coming from Volvo. Then okay, let me write outside only. It's not returning anything. I need to write here. Let me remove this thing. Let me put semicolon. Let me save this one and reference variable dot engine done. So what is another method in the Volvo? Wheels. Volvo dot wheels. Wheels is the method, return type is void from the Volvo class. Let me save this one. Let me write one system.out.println. Let me write one segregation plot line, and let me write here also Control C, Control V. Let me write here Volvo data. Save this one. Data. Let me run this code. Click on the open. Click on the open space. Let me compile and let me run this one. Run as Java application. Then process has done. It will come on the console. Okay, it's loading slowly. Okay. Volvo data. Volvo bus has 450 horsepower. Volvo will run with 6 wheels. Simple data I wrote. Okay. Okay. Now I want to invoke the super luxury details also. Same. Control C. Control V. Not Volvo data. Super luxury bus data. Volvo bus data. Now let me create object for the class. What is my class name is super luxury. This is the class name. New and equal to one reference variable super luxury SL and class name Control Shift F and annotations. Now let me invoke the details of super luxury with the reference variable SL dot engine and SL dot wheels. Wheels is the another method available in the super luxury class. See now, in the super luxury class, I implemented based on the super luxury and wheels updated just name. Now let me run this code. Okay. So see now, Volvo bus data. Volvo bus has 450 horsepower. Volvo has run with 6 wheels and super luxury bus details. Super luxury has 430 horsepower and super luxury will have which is 6 wheels. Same. Clear? That is the thing about abstract class. So this is the first class, abstraction class. In the abstraction class, we have unimplemented, implemented methods both available. First point. Second point, we have to use the extends keyword and we can use the abstract class. We can implement our own logic for particular your class. Same as the super luxury. And in the main method, you have to create the object for the class. But the thing is here, why we cannot instate the why we could not declare, otherwise create object for the abstract class. Why? Why we cannot? So why? Why we have? Why we cannot initiate? Initiate nothing but we have to create the object. Why we cannot do it means the answer is because it is a not fully implemented class. First point, it is not fully implemented class. Second point, it contains abstract method. It contains abstract method. Second point, like if you create instance, otherwise object to the abstract class, then compiler allows us to create the object for the abstract class. But whenever you are invoking the abstract method using the object which cannot be executed by JVM at the runtime. So we can create the instance for the abstraction class. Let me write that line also. If you create the instance for the instance to, okay, not instance class, abstraction class. We can invoke abstract method using that object. Otherwise, reference variable. We have to call that one, which cannot be executed by JVM. Stands for Java Virtual Machine at the runtime. Hence, to restrict us, calling abstract method compiler does not allow us to instant abstract class. Clear? So, why we cannot create the instance to the abstract class means it does not have the fully implemented class. It does not have the fully implemented. See now, if you go to the abstract class, it is not fully implemented. One is abstract available and unimplemented also available. This is one point, and it contains abstract method. Abstract method. If you want to remove this one, it will throw the error. Must and should, whenever you declare the abstract class, method should be implemented, otherwise we have to give the abstract keyword. Then only compile time, compile error, C, compile error, it will free. This is one thing. If you remove the abstract, then also it will show error. Abstract class must and should abstract keyword. If you remove, it will lead to compile time error. Clear? Why I show this one? Because of if I want to create one object for the abstract. See now, I am not able to create. This is my class. So the compiler allows to create object to the abstract class. When we invoke the abstract method, using that abstract, it cannot be executed by JVM at the time of runtime. That's why we cannot create instance or object for the abstraction class. This is the reason we cannot create the object for abstraction. Clear? We have to create object for the class only. So here super luxury is my class. We have to create the object for the super luxury, and we can invoke the implemented methods and overridden method also. Clear? So yeah, why we cannot instate the abstract means because of it is a fully unimplemented, not fully implemented class. It contains abstract method. It cannot execute. If compiler allows us to create the object abstract class, we cannot invoke that abstract method using that object, which cannot be executed by JVM at the time of runtime. Hence, restrict us calling abstract method. Compiler does not allow us to initiate the abstract class. This is the reason. And some note points: method close with semicolon. Abstract class you must use the extends keyword. So what does this mean? Means suppose this is my abstract method. In this abstract method, we should close with semicolon only. Otherwise, it will throw the error. This is one point, and we have to note this one. And suppose red bus implemented by bus. Okay, this is a subclass and main class. Interface, it will give the compile time error. Okay, we don't give the implements keyword. Okay, implements I will teach at the time of interface concept. If it doesn't have the body, it should be declared as a abstract using the abstract modifier keyword. Otherwise, it leads to okay. It's already explained, right? Suppose if you remove the abstract, then we have two cases. We have two cases. One, do the implement. Otherwise, use the abstract. Then it won't leads to compile time error. Second thing, if you declared abstract method, immediately we have to declare class also abstract. If it is an abstract method, immediately our class should be abstract. And one more thing, abstract class have abstract method. Class should not declare as a abstract keywords or else leads to compile. Okay, same words. So this is some we have to keep in mind while writing abstract class. So this is a class 1 abstract class. Volvo, they will implemented their own logic. Volvo has 350 and they will implemented their own methods. I mean, they will invoke that from the parent class. They will modify according to their logic. And super luxury also, they will override this abstract method. They will implement their own logic, and they can update this one, and they can invoke for that. This is the invocation process. Main method we have to create for the object. We have to create for the object for the class. We can invoke this one. This is regarding Volvo bus details, and this is regarding another implementation, super luxury thing. So this is the thing. Volvo bus has 350 capacity, super luxury 450 and 350. They implemented their own business logic by overriding. Clear? So okay, next topic is interface. We'll talk about this one next class. Okay, that's it for today. Stop streaming. Bye bye.